In this problem, you're being asked to figure out which of these statements is true, which is false, and you also need to justify your answer. You need to explain how you got your answer. So in problem number 1, the statement is 15% of the students participate in soccer. Well, we know that 15 students sampled out of 50 total students participated in soccer. That is equal to 30 out of 100, which is equal to 30%. So in this case, the statement is false because it's not 15% who participate in soccer, it's 30%. Probably more students, we're on B now, probably more students participate in soccer than either basketball or volleyball. Well, 15 participate in soccer. You have 15 that are soccer players versus 8 that are volleyball players. So yes, more soccer than volleyball. You have, again, 15 that are soccer players. So soccer has 15. That S kind of looks like a 5. Let me fix that so we're not confusing ourselves. So it's an S. This was greater than the volleyball. And yes, that is greater than the 7 who participate in basketball. So this statement is true. Since our sampling shows a pretty high number of soccer versus volleyball and soccer versus basketball, we can figure that the sampling as a whole is going to show us that. And finally, in a group of 150 students, it is expected that 21 would participate in basketball. Well, here's what we know. Basketball currently has 7 students out of 50. The question is that the same as 21 out of 150? We always build a proportion, and then we see if the proportion is actually true. In this case, I can see that it's true because if I multiply 7 times 3, I get the 21, and 50 times 3, I get the 150. That's the idea of using a big 1 to check. Here's another way to check. Another way to check is to multiply across. So 7 times 150, 50 times 21, and this is a way that you can always verify a proportion. So let me grab my calculator out and do 7 times 150. That gives me 1,050. Now let's do 50 times 21, and that gives me 1,050. So I know that this statement is true. Those do match up. All right, there you go. If you have questions still about this, please make sure you bring them to class.